When you first got involved, I mean, one of the major changes of the play, well, one is that, you know, you're flipping back and forth between the courtroom scene and some of the early parts of the book where normally in the book, you know, the trial doesn't really start till 150 pages. And but also the expansion of certain characters. The maid, Calpurnia, is a completely different voice in this show. She adds a much more, I would say, relevant take to the entire proceedings, as well as Benga Aknabi's character,
Tom Robbins.
Tom Robbins is given a much more to do as well than the book, or I think in the original movie. Was that a part of the original script as well that you guys sat down with, or was that something that came? It
always was. I mean, I think he felt like you cannot make a play about race in 2019 where the characters of color have no agency.
Right, it's only white people talking about it.
That are like
only what they've learned.
Right, exactly. Right. And the truth is, you know, I think the book and the movie were right for their times, and were probably very forward thinking. But that to put those on stage now, it would be problematic, and that one of the things he talks about the most was that we cannot have Atticus Finch as this white savior who comes in and like helps out the black community in Macomb, Alabama.
Well, no, he's wrong at certain points in the play, which is really, it's my favorite moments of the play in a lot of ways, with the exception of your performances, is the moments where he's really confronted by Calpurnia, and he has to sort of confront the idea that sometimes civility itself is a privilege that is only afforded to those who are not a marginalized voice.
Yeah, I mean, he's a fallible character, and Calpurnia becomes the conscience of the show, and she challenges these notions that we've loved about the book in terms of walking around in another man's skin, and when he, you know, because I believe in being respectful, and she goes, no matter who you're disrespecting by doing it, and it's chilling, and it's incredible. The book was the 60s looking back on the 30s, and we're now 2019 looking back on the 60s looking back on the 30s. And it's fascinating. So you're watching it with these layers. And Aaron, I think, has done a really, really good job of shifting it on its axis.
And that Harper Lee was able to make something in 1960 that can really withstand all of this time, because Aaron hasn't, you know, there's nothing new. Like, all of the themes that he has sort of teased out and tried to make, you know, even more apparent in our show were there at the beginning. I think it's just an amazing combination of this source material and then having a writer who understood how to make it relevant.